What up, Ninja Nation? It's Bowman 9000, aka the Trump Ninja. We're gonna get right into some NBA 2K news. The best way to get 2K news is to follow the developers on Twitter, and then so therefore, when you think you've missed something, just go to their page and find it. So before we get started with this video, I got a couple things to get out of the way. Obviously, man, click like and subscribe if you have not done so already. It helps the channel a lot. Share this on Twitter. Of course, if you have a Twitter, hit me up on Twitter there as well. How many times did I say Twitter? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't know. But anyway, Twitter. Before we get started with the news, I had to give a shout out to Dane Shuler, who made the thumbnail for this video. So he's made 2 different thumbnails for me, and he's also made my streaming overlay, which you guys will be seeing, because obviously I'm going to be streaming more often. So shout out to him. Great guy, good service, quick. You know, it was excellent. Executed my idea to a T. And it was great working with him. So check him out on Twitter. You can find him here. I'll drop a link in all my descriptions from now on, obviously, because you know. Anyway, first thing we're gonna do is go to my bookmarks. Obviously, if you guys see something cool, you should bookmark it. That's how Twitter works. But the first one is a bookmark from me. It's a tweet from me. I tweeted out Beluba, which is Mike Wang, and CH Hoops for Life, which is Zack Sermon. I had 2 questions. Is standing layup tied to the close shot attribute? Because I was seeing close shot, you know, on my big man that I was making. You get a high close shot like 90 plus, and I'm like, well, where's the standing layup? Do I need that or do I not? In previous 2Ks, you didn't need that. If I'm not going to take a close jump shot, I don't need the attribute. But in this case, you do. Standing layup is in there. Also, does quick first step badge work for bigs that are performing post moves like spins and drop steps, where we head to the paint right after? Zack Sermon actually replied to me. I felt really good about that. He replied to me. He said yes to the shot close question and no to the post question. So the shot close includes standing layup. If you guys didn't figure that out already, now you have it from a source. And no to the post question. If you're gonna spin off of a post move, you're not gonna get quick first step. Don't even worry about equipping that for that reason. You're not gonna be able to do it. It's not gonna go off for you. So there's an answer for that. The next thing I saw is a rumor. We could take this with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the game because why wouldn't it be? You can customize, what was this? 2K Intel says you can customize the bars under your player in the neighborhood so you can show/hide rep, show overall, or show what team you're playing for. I'm gonna be showing probably my rep and my team that I'm playing for in my career until I find that people are running away from me, etc., etc. Maybe I'll change it up. If my assumption is correct, 2K took a big W. I'll click on it here so you guys can see on the bottom of the picture. You can see right now this guy has the Spurs showing and his overall. Yeah, so I think I'll probably show my overall and my team, probably not my rep. So yeah, there's Dane Shuler again. All right, so let's go down to the bottom a little bit, see what we can see, and then we're gonna do our really good thing in a second. Okay, so Zack Sermon also says, oh wait, no, excuse me. All right, great. So Poor Borson put out a video breaking down, you know, how the fluctuating rep or how the fluctuating overall will work between 95 and 99 overall. You can work your way up to 95. Obviously, I feel like it's not going to take that long because of this fluctuating system. You get to 95. Once you go to 95, I remember seeing a tweet from Mike Wang previously. Once you get to 95, you will never go back down from 95. The lowest you will ever be at any point ever is 95 overall. But as you do well on park and whatnot, you can move up to 99 and keep getting more attributes to use. So he breaks that down. Find this tweet, it'll be in there. I found that Poor Boy Sin's video was just way too long, but I got the gist of it when I saw it. Next up, Zack Sermon. In the full version of the game, you can upgrade any of your skill attributes to the cap you set them at, regardless of what your overall rating is. Overall 60 through 95. If you want to be a one-dimensional 3-point specialist right off the bat, then max it out first. That is your choice. So yeah, that's like 2K, I don't know, 12, 13. You had to upgrade every single attribute, and you just put up whatever you want. So what the goal was is to put up something that you knew you were going to be good at, so you can get buckets, and then, you know, slowly but surely build up your other attribute points by getting that first attribute off. So yeah, we could do that again in 2K20, so that's going to be a dub. The Czar, wait till you play Dame Dollar in 2K20 in the final game. He's going to hurt a lot of virtual feelings. He's a beast. So yeah, this guy, Greg Smith, put up a video of Steph Curry breaking his ankles. Or excuse me, Steph Curry breaking Kyle Lowry's ankles, excuse me, with a step back. Yep, one dribble pull up. That's great. Mike Wang says no, it has to be a jumper. So we're going to find out what that's about. Somebody please answer this. 1, does hot start only apply to the first shot period, or does it start whenever you make a shot and continue from there? 2, I'm a little confused. Does steady shooter help or hurt open shots? Mike Wang responds, hot start kicks in as soon as you make your first shot, but it has to be your first attempt. Doesn't matter when. Steady shooter will actually lower your field goal percentage slightly, but will help mitigate the penalties of shooting contested. KCE Gamer responds to that and says, if that first shot is a layup / dunk, does that count as well? And that's probably why I bookmarked this tweet, because obviously on this channel we make big men's, okay? We make the big men's. If the shot is a layup or a dunk, does it count? Mike Wang says, no, does not count. The first shot has to be a jumper. So if you guys are thinking about pairing those those badges together, you know, to try to string along more shots in a row, don't even worry about it. It's not gonna work. So skip that. Next up, so Mike Wang talked a lot about jump shots and dunks. So let's see. Trev says, super big question for me. Would appreciate if you responded. I don't know if you guys saw that Agent Zero video when he was like, huge fan, can you do this for me? That shit was funny. When can you unlock the contact dunk animation packages? 80 driving dunk, 85? Thank you. Mike Wang responds, the cutoffs are the same as last year, I believe. Small contact, 85 driving, point guard through shooting through small forward. Big man contact, 75 standing, and 50 driving for power forwards and centers. Pro contact, was a little bit the higher contact dunks, is 84 driving, and elite contact is 85. Those elite contacts is probably what most people would be looking for. So if you're a big man and you do not have 85 driving dunk or higher, you're probably not gonna get the posters, because remember, like Shakedown said in one of his previous videos, 2K considers contact, if you take some contact while taking the dunk attempt, then that's what it is. He's not contact, and contact dunks do not mean poster animation, so keep that straight. If your driving dunk is not priced, you probably have to be in like the 90s low-key to get the real you just dunk on people, so keep that in mind while you're driving. Standing are different, because my guy's gonna have an over 90 standing dunk, and I expect to dunk on people when I go up. Somebody responds under that, Childish Games. He says, but didn't you say before that to unlock tier 1 was 80, then told someone else 82 to get contact dunks? Mike Wang clarifies, no, when I said 80, I meant that was the rating I'd recommend to maximize your potential to pull off contact dunks in general. But if you want the good contact dunk packs, you'll want to be 85. So there's some clarity for you there, right from there. There's that. We're moving on. I guess this is a stream from 2K20 Leaks, but I guess this is Ronnie 2K playing with, I think, Cash Nasty there. But this was an official stream. He just kind of screen capped it, so I'm going to take this as official as well. Ronnie said you can completely respec your whole My Player in 2K20. This is excellent. I'm going to click on it to show the thread, because a lot of people didn't understand what that meant. I understood right away what respec meant. It means you can take all your points away from your player and then put them back wherever you want. If you realize, oh, you know what, I thought I didn't need that shot close attribute, but it turns out I did. Once you get a one more attribute point, you can take them all away and then redistribute them how you wish. So they had to put definitions down here in the comments, and they clicked on it. Respec is a verb, third person singular, simple present respects. present participle. Proceed. Oh my God. It's slang in video games, basically, to reallocate the distribution of skill points on a character's skill tree, changing their specialization, which is what I just said. Anyway, moving on. What else are we gonna find in here? Lil Uzi Vert paying for somebody's college who went to Temple. That's lit. Okay, NBA 2K Lab. Looks like they're kind of disseminating some news as well from 2K, so that's cool. Floor General raises teammates' offensive attributes for each badge level. So I had to get some clarification on this. Defensive Anchor does the same for teammates' defensive attributes. So if you have bronze Floor General, you're raising everybody else's offensive stats, all of them, by one single attribute point, not by a badge level, because that would be OP. That's what I thought when I first read it, and I was like, well, Hall of Fame 4, wouldn't everybody just have Hall of Fame? So yeah, it doesn't work that way. You will raise them 1 point. So if you have Hall of Fame Floor General, you can raise somebody's dribbles up 4 spots, which might make them be able to speed boost whenever they play with you. So these are going to be coming in handy when you're playing team games with like actual players. If you hop on the rec or if you hop on the Pro-Am, there are going to be certain badges you're going to want to equip to help the team succeed more. So we're going to see people switching in and out of badges more and more often. NBA 2K Lab says, I doubt raising a teammate's ball control will allow them to speed boost if they are right on the edge, but we will see. I'm thinking it will. Just like when you get when you're getting closer and closer to takeover, your attributes rise and rise until you get takeover. It's not static. You're not suddenly at 83 ball control and then, bow, I'm at 87 ball control when I'm on takeover. No, as you get closer and closer to takeover, your attribute will steadily rise until you get there. So why not the same for Floor General? If I'm with you on the court and I have Floor General and you're 1 away and I give you that 1, you should be able to speed boost. That's what I'm saying. The badge does not stack. And it does not affect your own attributes, because they were asking about that earlier in the comment section. Boom. And like Zack Sermon says down here in the comments, ball control, ball handle, formerly known as ball control, is boosted by Floor Generals. So there's that. There's a lot of stuff. Does that include rebounding for defensive leader? Not sure on specific attributes yet, 2K Lab says, but Zack Sermon is all over it. In terms of boards, Floor General boosts offensive rebounds, defensive leader boosts defensive rebounds. So even your rebounding stats, literally every single offensive stat or every single defensive stat will receive a boost. So that'd be cool. And then here's me on the bottom here. We can make fun of me on the bottom of this because I was definitely getting it wrong. There's no reason to have this badge. Yeah. But I found myself being correct. Anyway, moving on. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get to the section of the video. We're just gonna go to these people's Twitters and make sure we did not miss anything. If you've been at work all day, or if you got early school, or if you got practice for something else and you come home, you're like, man, I feel like I missed something. Just hop on Twitter, search Mike Wang, search Zack Timmerman, sometimes search LD. He doesn't really put like news out there. These are the main 2 guys you're gonna be looking to find, because LD will be retweeting what other people put up. So there was a My Team trailer today, but nobody cares about that. How to get this to happen is the tweets and replies button, not just tweets. So we're gonna scroll a little bit. You got August 22nd. We saw that still straight down. What does this say? Somebody must ask question, why am I doing so many hop steps? That slows me down when I have an open lane and brings multiple defenders to me. Please fix. Mike Wang. Assuming you're trying to dunk with the pro stick, you want to hold it diagonally up, right, or left, 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock, not left or right. If you're below 3 or 9 o'clock, you will get hop step gathers. So he says, someone else says, how do you trigger flashy dunks? Wasn't that directly down? It's still straight down. So that's what Mike's saying about big poster flashy dunks. It's still straight back, but look at the other question the guy asked. His answer to do dunks is not straight up. You want to hold it diagonally up or diagonally left or diagonally right. He didn't clarify what straight up was, but that probably happened to me. Yeah, because I wasn't dunking much when I made my first guy, because I wasn't using, I was trying to use full left or full right, like 9 or 3 o'clock, but it should have been 10 and 2 and avoid 12 o'clock. I guess that's not a dunk anymore. Oh, that's a two-hand dunk? I'm not sure. So you got two-hand dunk right down the center, and then right-handed dunk, and then left-handed dunk. And then these are layups, 9 and 3 o'clock. And then, what was that? 4 and 8 o'clock are hop steps, etc., etc. So watch out for that. Moving on. Yep, here's what Mike Wang said. Once you get to 95, you'll never drop below it, but your rating will fluctuate between 95 and 99 based on how well you play. That is win percentage and the stats that you get. So there you go. We already saw this. What's this answer yes to? Does a clutch shooter badge do anything in park? The description makes it sound like it's for Pro-Am only. Yes, it does do stuff for park. That's what he's saying. If you're in park, there are clutch situations. We've seen that on park. You get a few more teammate grade points, for hitting clutch shots. And you're like, oh, when it's within 2 and you're almost at game point, them type of scenarios. So yes, he makes a clarification here. Ankle breaker helps you drop off defenders with driving moves that change direction hard. Tight handles allows you to stun defenders and beat them with the first step after sizing up. So if you guys need clarification on that or didn't see it, there it is. We talked about this. You can upgrade your ratings in any order. That's just a, further clarification. Oh, what's this? What difficulty is My Career testing game? It can't be rookie. It has its own difficulty. I did not know this. This is why I wanted to do this live, because I figured I was gonna find some ish that I didn't know before. So the testing game that you play on has its own difficulty. It's closest to pro and it's not rookie. So at least we know it's not rookie, which we all thought it was. So pro is pretty damn easy as well, just so you know. So you're playing My Career on pro, you're probably gonna be beasting on dudes and you're not gonna see much of a challenge. All right, what's up? What's next? All right, there's more clarification. Oh, here's something. Slithery finisher will help you evade contact altogether. So this person says, can you explain the relationship between the slithery badge and the contact finisher? I'm scared if I equip slithery that my player will try to avoid contact dunks and layups if I equip both. So Mike Wang says, slithery finisher will help you evade contact altogether, which is ideal for attacking the rim. That's good, because although you have contact finisher, if you can avoid contact, because you don't know exactly what layup animation you're gonna get. Like you go for a two-hand dunk, you accept a little bit of contact, this slithery finisher will just help you go straight through the contact as if nothing's there. So it's a good badge for anyone who's trying to score around the rim to have. Once you start accepting contact, you have no clue what layups your guy is going to attempt, and then therefore you don't know if you're going to be able to full bar or get a green or have slightly early or very early, who knows. He continues to say, contact finisher will help you make shots when you do not take contact from defenders. Most slashers probably want both. So if you're a slasher, you want contact finisher, slithery finisher, what was the other one? There's one about pro touch and consistent finisher. You want all 4 of those, all right? Those are lit. What's next? Here we go. Deadeye only protects against late closeouts. Defender not there when you start your shot, but closes late and gets a hand in your face. Steady shooter helps nerf the impact of defenders who are there at the gather and release at the cost of hurting you if you only take open J's. In case you guys are hard about that, because we were talking about hot start earlier, so there's more clarification for you. There's a question here. Does quick draw affect pull-ups and fadeaways? Yes, for Mike Wang, it affects all jump shots. August 23rd helps with those. What's this? Does Acrobat only help with switching layups in midair and reverse layups? Because I feel like there's no need for it with contact finisher helping you finish tough layups. Mike Wang says helps with those, but also the other advanced layup types, Euro, cradle, spin, etc. Fancy footwork helps you get by defenders during the gather. Acrobat helps you finish the shot. So yeah, it's separated. But for us big men, you probably want this badge at least a little bit. because if you're if you're accepting content from people and then you don't know, now you're about to do an acrobatic layup and you have no protection from that acrobatic layup. So you might want this on like silver or bronze, coupled with like pro touch and consistent finisher. I mean, I'm just throwing a few build combinations out there for your badges. Yep, there's more here. We're probably close to the end. What does he say here? This is more sub. Doesn't mean players can hit on good defense though, right? A feature I feel will always be important is the shot contest system, and I really hope this badge doesn't give someone the ability to score when forced to take a bad shot. Mike Wang says, no, good shot selection is still king. Deadeye and steady shooter won't save you if your game is predicated on forcing bad shots. And that's pretty much it. So that's gonna I'm gonna end the video on that. If you made it to the end of the video, I don't know, just type Baluba in the chat, since this guy's been coming in super clutch with all the great answers. And don't forget, you can find me on Twitch, on YouTube, obviously here, and on Twitter at BoneMan9000. Also, if you play on PlayStation, hit me up. My PSN is BoneMan9000TV. Therefore, we can get some games in 2K20. All right, peace.